the entrance to the vault. She hurried over to it, crouched down behind the counter, and waited. When nothing happened, she slipped open the drawer to the left of the chair and blindly felt the objects inside until she found the one she wanted. It was another key. As she straightened up, a hulking shadow loomed over her. She opened her mouth to scream. A large hand clamped down. Shh! The leathery palm crushed her lips, smothering her voice. Her flailing arms and fists were bound up in the shadow's grip. She was caught. Hey, it's me. It's all right. It's all right. Sorry I scared you. You okay? Her straining muscles went limp at the sound of his voice. She nodded and nearly crumpled to the ground. His hand was still over her mouth. Did you get it? He asked. She nodded again. Good. He released his hand so she could breathe. Come with me. He grabbed her wrist and led her through the round doorway and into the vault. She couldn't see a thing, but she could tell by the sound of their footsteps on hard metal exactly where they were. Okay. He flipped on a small flashlight and scanned hundreds of tiny metal doors lining the steel walls. We're looking for box 545. The wall of boxes was a dim blur. Her heart still racing, she stepped toward them with a key in each hand. Gothic script labeled the metal doors with rising and falling numbers in an overwhelming array until the one that read 545 finally emerged. She slipped each key into the door and waited a beat. Any minute, she expected to see a security guard or police officer appear with gun drawn. He pressed his barrel chest against her back, circling an arm around her waist. She closed her eyes and leaned against him, wishing they were back at her place, or the hotel, or anywhere but the vault. His breath was hot against her neck. Come on, baby. Let's see what we got. The little door swung open, revealing the long metal box inside. Bile rose up in her throat. This was breaking and entering. Grand larceny, 15 to 20 years at least. In her whole life, she'd never even stolen a pack of gum. Breaking into the vault had always been the plan. He had explained it to her many times. But now that she was actually doing it, oh Lord, she was going to throw up. He pushed past her, oblivious to the stricken look on her face, and pulled the safe deposit box out of its vault and set it onto the floor with a loud clunk. She flinched. Relax, babe. Charlie's taking a break. He won't be back for at least an hour. Got him a date with a friend of mine. He chuckled under his breath as he flipped open the lid. Stacks of $100 bills lined the top of the box. Beneath the cash lay a large diamond necklace. He reached up and smacked her on the ass triumphantly. Ha! Didn't I tell you? Jackpot! Her eyes widened at the sight of the enormous stones. It doesn't belong to anybody anymore. She silently repeated the words he had said many times. No one will ever miss it. No one even knows it's here. Kneeling down, she reached out a shaking hand to touch a diamond. He snatched the necklace away and pulled a velvet bag from his coat pocket. Grab that box, he ordered. I bet it's a ring, but don't get any ideas, eh? Ideas? She whispered, only understanding his meaning after the word left her lips, and she had opened the tiny box. Inside it lay an enormous diamond engagement ring. Hey, that's nothing compared to the one I'll get you someday, gorgeous. He brushed the side of her face and winked. The metal of his wedding band left a cold trail down her cheek. He grabbed the box from her and stuffed it into the bag and began counting the cash. The laugh lines around his eyes deepened as the total grew higher and higher. They had never discussed how much was enough. She tore her eyes back to the molested box on the floor. An old black and white photograph was hidden beneath the cash and jewelry. It glowed yellow in the faint light. It was a tintype of a beautiful young woman in a floor-length dress wearing the diamond necklace. It could have been a wedding picture, she realized, and then she noticed the other items. A lace handkerchief, a few folded letters. Love letters, she mused, and wondered for the first time about the person who had placed them there. From the look of the parchment